Hello. One moment. Hi. Okay. It's a little better. Hi. The game's fucking huge, apparently. I didn't realize. There we go. That should be better. Hi. Oops. Hi. Welcome. I don't know if there's any. It doesn't sound like there's anything yet. But hi. Welcome to Voice of Cards, the Island Dragon Roar demo. Just the art already. Stunning. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Very aesthetic art. New game! I have some new redeems! I forgot about that. I forgot the game goes slightly transparent for some reason.
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning? At any rate, I am the Game Master. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards, which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on. In fact, I insist on it. However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well. Now then, are you ready? Let's begin. Welcome to Voice of Cards.
I love the narration, the narrator in this game. He's such a character. He himself is his own character.
You are about to take the first steps of your adventure.
And you do play with a controller, which seems a little weird at first, but it's okay. You get used to it.
Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions.
Going through all the redeems, are we? We got new outfit, glasses, my hair can change now.
I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
And you are, or you might be. Makeover night. Yippee! So we have, and you are, or who might you be? Do we want to be an asshole, or do we want to be polite? Who? Who might you be?
I? I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one.
God, it's so cool. It looks so cool.
This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. 3 white-clad adventurers have gathered here at the Queen's summons. Present yourselves, O faithful of the Ivory Order.
Your piece is in the middle of the screen. Use left stick to move in the direction you want. Move to the queen. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the Y button whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. You will see cards with glowing edges on your adventure. Step onto one to trigger an event that will move the story along. So we can move. It is a little jumpy, but we do move.
From upon her throne, the Queen regards the adventurers. So you are disciples of the Order. The youngest of the three steps forward. She holds herself with well-born grace.
I can't quite see all of them because I'm partly blocking them, but there's a younger, very fit dude, a like younger, very elegant lady, and then we have an older gentleman right behind me.
I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty, she says. I lead this fellowship. She bows, glancing to her two companions. In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself Berwin. The older man is the picture of courtesy as he genuflects and introduces himself as Hedwin.
And you can see a naming scheme here. They all have Win in their name. Winifred, Berwin, Hedwin.
It is these three our story follows today. The Queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand. Someone has stolen the royal treasure. I bid you reclaim it. Under normal circumstances, I would entrust this to my soldiers, but I do not wish to spread thin my forces with the recent monster troubles.
Definitely a fellowship of winners. Very true, very true.
It seems the troubled queen is judged she can entrust this matter to none but the Ivory Order, beloved of the people and unmatchable in battle. It is our honor to serve you, Your Majesty, and thus the quest falls to the fellowship. Short of any clues that could lead them to the culprit, however, they press the Queen for further information.
What will you ask the Queen? What is the royal treasure? Did you see the thief, Your Majesty? Shall there be a reward? What is the royal treasure? Yeah.
The fellowship asks the Queen what the royal treasure is. The Queen describes a bottle containing a certain liquid.
Okay.
Without it, she trails off, but the desperation in her voice suggests its loss could spell disaster for the kingdom.
Did you see the thief?
The fellowship asks the Queen if she knows anything about the thief. The Queen says witnesses might be found at Nexton.
Is there a reward? Shall there be a reward?
Usually, one would expect recompense for this sort of undertaking. As demanding a reward would go against the tenets of the Ivory Order, you hold your tongue. The Queen, however, has already said she will reward the Fellowship with whatever they desire. It seems the royal treasure is just that important. Pray tarry no longer here. I await news of your success. The Fellowship bows and takes their leave.
And we're outside. Head south to Nexton. Press the menu button. Alright. To open the menu, there you can perform various actions such as saving and changing skills or equipment. The cards you encounter on your journey will be added to your collection, which can also be found from the menu screen. Please give it a look from time to time. Alright, so then that's that one. We have Winifred, Erwin, and Hedwin. And you can kind of tell by their decks, so to speak, of what they can do. So she is more of a cleric healer. He's more of a bruiser. He's more of a mage type, sorcerer type. Abilities. Decrease damage, gain immunity to attack. Oh, to like negative benefit. Negative. Decrease wind bolt. Wind and bolt damage by 5. General equipment. You do get more party members. I don't think in the demo, but in the actual game you get more party members that you can swap out. Let's see. Sells Inspire Elixir. Equipment. Other. So it's like your general JRPG, but it has a TTRPG feel to it.
We can waste no time finding the treasure. Winifred strides toward town. Wait, cries Berwin, blocking Winifred's path. A monster.
A monster?
You dare stand in our way? Hedwin scowls at the foul creature. It lunges at the Fellowship.
Ah! Combat! Combat tutorial. The fight is on! Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours. The Fellowship decides to get his ass. So, as you would in a TTRPG or even just standard, you know, tabletop card game, you take a card, you determine who it's going to. If it were like a beneficial card, you would pick on your team who it goes towards. But we'll do that. Critical. Number in red indicates HP. When a card's HP drops to 0, it becomes incapacitated. When card's attack is indicated in the lower left, and defense is in the lower right. We have 10 attack and 9 defense. Give careful consideration to your and your opponent's values before acting. Gems, I believe, are used for special attacks like this. So in the lower right of the art, I guess now, in like the whole card, but like the lower right of the art, you see a little gem-looking thing. We spend that to do some special abilities. That does it for battle basics. The rest is up to you. Play your hand wisely. Ow. Add value of roll to attack and deal bolt damage. Overkill. Roll with the B button to calculate damage. Nat 1! Very cool. Awesome. You can warrior waste no time. We got 35 XP and 42 gold.
Winifred heaves a disgruntled sigh as she smooths her rumpled garb. Showing no signs of weariness from battle, Berwin silently wipes the monster's ichor from his weapon.
I've never known if it was pronounced ichor or ichor. I guess it depends on the dialect.
Hedwin inspects the remains of their foe. The queen spoke true, he mutters, his face masked in contemplation.
Not sure entirely. I also feel like I've heard both. I think it just depends on like the dialect or like context. Maybe, I guess. I'm not sure, honestly.
Winifred gives a grim nod at his words. Mayhap the treasure's theft and the monster's behavior are connected somehow. First things first, the Fellowship needs to gather more information. To Nixton, they set their sights.
La 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 la. Enter Nexton. Yeah. Lucky for you, there are all sorts of establishments in town to support you on your adventure. Would you care to have them explained? Sure, why not? I haven't played this game in a few years, so I need a refresher. This is the inn. Rest here to recover your party's HP. This is the apothecary. Here you can purchase items to restore your party's HP, cure their status ailments, and more. This is the armorer. They sell weapons and armor to give your party an edge in battle. This is an item shop. They stock handy items to use on your journey. This is the game parlor. Come here to play some card games when you need a break from your travels. That about sums it up. These establishments are here to help you, so don't be a stranger. Speak to the inhabitants of Nexton to gather information on the thief who stole your royal treasure.
I'm too scared to leave town with all those monsters out there. The woman sighs.
Got a big ass fucking knife.
Welcome to Nexton, hails a man.
Anything you want to ask him? Tell us of this place. Have you heard there is a thief? Ask nothing. Tell us.
The man doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting.
Oh. Alright. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mature Man's character story. Yeah? Okay. Collection? Character? Okay. He made a promise to the love of his life when they were married. I shall love you till death do us part. 1/2 century later, he has proven to be a man of his word. You can look forward to the backs of these cards and the whole story in the retail version of the game. Very cool. What about you? Everyone wears a mask and cloak, white as driven snow. The suits are just fine. More than fine. One might say she joined the Ivory Order just to wear it. One wouldn't be wrong. Yeah. Okay. Winifred was born into the Ivory Order and carries herself with a grace expected of all the ladies therein. Her fellow order members find her mage training a boon on their travels. Ivory Order values warriors as level-headed and trustworthy as Berwyn. Warriors who approach wood chopping and bodyguard detail with equal amounts of intensity and fortitude. The entire Ivory Order reveres Hedwyn for his wisdom. When a young woman was placed in his care, his obsessive focus on etiquette revealed another side. Exacting disciplinarian. I'd imagine that'd be her. Queen. No ruler is safe from fear and worry, but Queen Nilla harbors a knot in her gut unrelated to, and more personal than, the recent rise in monster activity. And he was taciturn. Taciturn? Not sure. Kept his head down and did his duty. Not one of his comrades could ever recall hearing his voice. Taciturn? Maybe. I'm not sure. I learn new words all the time, and that I pronounce a lot of them wrong.
The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
That's true. Fulfill the necessary requirements to unlock Average Man's Character Story. What a name. Average Man. Hold on. I gotta know. Not a day passed that he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just like the way she liked. She was the prettiest girl in the village, and one day he was sure she'd notice him. Wowee. Yeah, Hugh Man. That is John Guy right there.
A woman sits hunched over by the side of the road.
Oh.
Upon catching sight of the fellowship, she calls out for their aid.
Mr. Milquetoast himself. I don't think I've heard that one.
She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary.
Oh no.
Winifred rushes to her and helps her up. Berwin lifts the woman onto his back, and the fellowship sets out in search of an apothecary.
Transport the hobbled woman to the apothecary. Oh, okay. You can jump over to upward facing terrain cards. Use the right stick to choose the direction you want to jump, then press B. Try jumping to the apothecary. I don't wanna. But it is quite nice. You do have a semi-fast travel system because you can just keep looking around. Milk toast means like timid or unassuming. I thought it meant just like generic or plain. But that also makes sense. But I do like that you have. Oh, I don't think I've seen the border of the floor before. But I do like that. You do have a semi-fast travel system of you see an open tile, you can just go right to it.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Do we have any money? We have 542 gold. So this is better for him. Better for him as well. Better for both of them. Okay, well I can't get everything. Buy and equip. Is all set. That doesn't help them. That helps him. I'll get that for Winifred. No.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
No. Select all you'd like to sell. Equipment. Not for 25 for that. Items? I don't think there's any items I want to sell. Weapon, armor, and accessory cards are only effective once you've equipped them to your characters. Open the menu and select equipment to make sure your party is ready for battle. Blah blah blah. You fulfill the necessary requirements to unlock Blasphemous Character Story. Oh, there! Striking out on your own, are you? Oh, I've been at this long enough to size people up at a glance. Don't worry, I'll make exactly what you need. Alright, let's...
You arrive at the apothecary. After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams. She turns to the Fellowship, her eyes widening in surprise. You three. It seems she's only now realized the Fellowship are disciples of the Ivory Order.
Indeed we are.
The woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service.
I also love, like, the animations they give to the cards, because they don't have characters, right? Like you would in, like, Final Fantasy or Nier Automata or, you know, standard JRPG where, like, you could give the animation to a character that is human-esque or upright. But these are cards. You can't do that. So they make the cards have little animations, like you move the card like they would bow, and you tilt them to the side, or she just shook their hands, and by that, you kind of had the cards touch each other and they both jumped a little bit. It's really cute, and I think it's really charming and endearing.
The Ivory Order is famous for providing medical supplies throughout the realm, and indeed the wider world. Every smile the Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
Fulfill the necessary requirements and unlock Mature Woman's Flip Side story. You can read special stories about the characters and enemies among your collected cards. Progress through the adventure and defeat the myriad enemies in your path to collect every special story. Do your collection? No. Speak to the inhabitants of Nexon to gather information on the thief who stole the royal treasure.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires. The apothecary catches sight of the Fellowship. Ah, the Ivory Order, to which I owe the prosperity of my humble shop, she says. She gestures to the drawers filled with her wares. Pray, choose one of my concoctions and take it at no cost. It shall be a token of my thanks to the Order.
Oh shit.
The Fellowship insists they will pay as any other customer would, and sets about browsing her wares.
Man, could have gotten something for free. Pepper upper. I don't have a whole lot of money. We could get an antidote. Or a couple sounds. We already have a few sounds. I think we're okay here.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
Yes. Apothecary's character.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
A bomb. We just buy a bomb? That's five? Only 5? I do more damage on my own. Generate 3 gems. That's quite nice.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
Shall be all. Item shop girl's character story.
Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, proclaims the woman. The woman begs the Fellowship for their autographs. She seems to greatly admire the Order.
Sectarian?
I know there's nothing to worry about with disciples of the Order here, she says, relief flooding her features. Upon asking, the woman says she was attacked by a monster outside of town. A strange creature, she says, nothing but bones, and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended on it.
Ooh. Woman's character story. Let's fill in the rest of this, shall we? Hi.
Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the outskirts of town stealing medicine, and only medicine. Rumors claim the monster fled to the west.
With a little more information, the thief is good as caught. Man.
The man claims he saw a suspicious someone leaving the castle grounds carrying what looked to be a medicine bottle. He didn't get a good look at their face, but says they were nothing but skin and bone. The Fellowship thanks the man for the useful information.
You're right, we've had some consistent
Thanks to the information gleaned from the townsfolk, the Fellowship is all but certain of who has stolen the royal treasure. The first clue was the Queen's description of the treasure, a small bottle containing a certain liquid. Then there's the bony figure seen fleeing town, the skeletal monster clutching the bottle of medicine, and the monster that fled west. From all that information, the Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
Who done it? The skeleton monster fleeing west, a scrawny street urchin, or I haven't a clue. Skeleton.
Realization strikes Winifred. I know who our thief is. The monster made of bones, Hedwyn interjects. The one that fled west. Berwin nods in agreement, as if to say, another sage pronouncement from the great and wise Hedwyn. Winifred clears her throat, proclaims that the Fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off.
Travel west of Nexton in pursuit of the monster. But first, I was at the inn.
You make your way to the inn, where you're greeted with a hearty hello by the owner. You're from the Ivory Order, aren't you? Thanks to a royal decree, you're allowed to stay the night for free. And you're not about to refuse such hospitality.
We could never refuse such kind hospitality. Party's HP is fully restored.
Party leaves the inn feeling rested.
Wonderful. Innkeeper's character story. Yeah, I already talked to you.
An innocent-looking young boy accosts the Fellowship. Want to play a game with me? He asks expectantly. In this parlor, you can play cards. The child rambles on, wheedling you. I'll give you this if you play with me.
A curse dispeller. Hello! Hi, Nabu. Learn the basic rules of the game. Are you ready? I look very sophisticated. I look very comfy cozy. And thank you. Alright, how to play. The goal is to use your cards to get more points than other players. You get points by arranging your cards into sets of matching cards or consecutive straights. By making a set. The game starts, each player is dealt their hand one card at a time. Alright, our turn. When everyone takes their turn, then everyone takes their actions in turn order. You're up first. So we want a set or straight. Draw 2 cards from the deck. We have a set. We have a pair. Now you have 3 cards in your hand. Select 2 that have the same number. So it's worth 4 points. Yes, she's very pretty. When you make a set, you earn points equal to the sum of the numbers on the cards. From any cards left over, you can choose 1 to remain in your hand. This is the end of your turn. I'm gonna gamble, guys. Got your turn. How many cards I can make a set? When that happens, you have to discard all but 1 card from your hand. Discard until you have 1 card in your hand. Discard cards will be moved to the pot. Okay. It's your turn. Let me take the opportunity to explain the play screen. This is your player card. That's where you can see how many points you have. The sets you've made are here. You can have up to 3 sets at one time. You can see what you have left in your hand here. And a pot is at the top. Any player can use these cards when making a set. I'm already 100% lost with these rules. You're matching cards. That is the entire point. You're matching cards. The higher the point value of the cards, the higher the points you get. Cards remaining in the deck are shown in the upper left. When this reaches 0, game is over. And that's the play screen. It's our turn. Draw 2 from the deck. Make a set of up to 3 cards of the same number, you 3 aces. So you want that, that, and that. 3 points. Sorry, ace means just 1. I just play Winifred every turn. Well, Winifred is us, so no. Five-way reception, draw 2. I got a bear. Currently they're winning. Draw 2 cards. You can also make sets of cards with consecutive numbers on them. You can only make 1 set per turn. You can make a 2 card set with the 3s or a 3 card set of 2, 3, and 4. Well, 3 and 3 is 6. Or I can have 9. So 2, 3, and 4.
A.
Ah! Red! Hello! Welcome in. Thank you for the resub. You subbed for 9 months. Wow! Hi, 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 hi. More points. A little bit of math. Oh, I remember when I told you about sets. You can make sets from 2 or 3 cards of the same number, or 3 consecutively numbered cards. I stuttered, sorry. You can only make 1 set per turn, and you can only have up to 3 sets at a time. When you make a 4th set, you have to discard 1 of the sets you already have. That is it for the basic rules. Cool. That dude's winning. We're off by 1 point, which is such shit. No more cards in the deck, that means this is the last turn. Last but not least, let me explain the menu screen. Bring up the menu with the menu button. There you can look at the rulebook or decide to abandon the game. Complete a set of 2 or 3 cards of the same number. Oh, it's the only one we got. Yes. We're gonna get rid of our set of aces. That's the game. Now who's our winner? We had number 2 with 17 points as the Game Parlor Receptionist. Number 1 with 19 is us as Winifred. So I just got banned in the whole ass game. We ain't no rage quitters here. Nuh-uh. No, sir. That was our tutorial game. Wanna play? Sure. We could get a curse item, or a curse removal item. It's like the rules for this game. Cards 1 through 8. That's our only option. Okay. Seal sword for a single opponent. Sure. 32 cards. Alright. See who goes first. Me. Game begins. We have an H. Alright. Draw 2 from the deck. 1, 2. don't have any cards that make a set. Discard until you have one card. We'll get rid of you, and we'll get rid of you. We're gonna keep that 8. Draw 2. Oh, now you can get a pair. You took the 2s? You took the baby numbers? Why? Okay, cool. We get a free pair. Oh, sick. We get an even better pair. Maybe that's 16 points just out the gates. More cards. Well, you get a free pair. Ah, set. Consecutive. Okay, okay. We can also make a set. 3, 4, 5. It's over for this amateur. We're already like leagues ahead. Look at that, 28 points. This dude's only sitting at a measly 16. Got 2 cards. We'll get rid of you, and we'll get rid of you. Keep that 7. Kick his butt? We're trying. Oh, he got a pair. Why did you take the lower number pair? Why would you do that? Cool, we get a free pair. We get a 5. Oh, we can get... No, the pair is so much better. Aces only count as 1. So... That's just a match of 3. We have 42 points. Here you go. Here, have a free little slime. Here you go, buddy. Crazy. Hit it with the pity slime? Damn. I got another pair for 16? What the... Three... 12? Yeah. Dude, I have like the highest score that we can physically get. It's like another pair of 8s. It should be absolutely insane. I don't think so. I think it is just 4... Yeah, 4 suits. Did I like... discard? No. Can I like discard this set that we already have? Like, I don't want to get rid of what I have. Oh, okay, we can. We can just get rid of those. Dude, there's like no way I can lose this. It's absolutely no shot. Take that. Yeah. There we go, buddy. That's the game. Now then, who is our winner? Me. I have the highest total that you can physically possibly get. 46 points. Wowee. Definitely got that curse removal item.
Thanks for playing, the boy squeals. He hands over the medicine bottle as promised.
Fuck yeah, I got a Dispeller for free. All I had to do was kick some little kid's ass in a card game. The clean sweep. Add skills. You know, select multi-game parlor. Multiplayer game parlor from the title screen. Fulfill necessary requirements, unlock game parlor reception's character story. Alright, we've gotten a few character stories opened. You. The loss of her family took her to the brink of ending her own life. Then she heard about an island where anyone could find happiness. Oh. He was a sickly child who spent his days gazing out the window, longing to run and play with the others. If he could do just that, taking the bitterest medicine was cake. We're missing someone in here. Every morning she wakes up early to get breakfast ready, and every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach. What the fuck? Right? She was a quick hire, her gentle disposition was sure to attract a few more customers, they figured. No one was prepared for the crush of customers that ensued. She is a little cutie patootie. She is quite cute. Her moist, glistening eyes, the lone bright spot in her dimly lit shop, locked on me as soon as I set foot inside. Her uncanny, croaking laughter sent shivers down my spine. Sick. He confessed his love to her and asked her to live together with him. He pledged to make her happy. She nodded and agreed readily. Aw. You're third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Thank you. Wow, I really did kick his ass like that, huh? I really did just call him a third-rate duelist. Rumors abound that the sweet, innocent boy who greets patrons at the game parlor receives a small bonus from the owner whenever the house wins a game of cards. That's fantastic, thank you. We're missing a person in there, so I'm wondering who that might be. I feel like we talked to everyone. No, there's no cards left unflipped. Huh, alright. Leave the area. Yeah, I guess so. We don't have any other characters in there. While exploring the world and diving deep into dungeons, you will encounter enemies with which you must do battle. Your adventure will be over if everyone in your battle party is KO'd. Should your journey meet an unfortunate end, you can continue from your last save point, so it is in your interest to save often. Select data from the menu screen to save. There is also an autosave feature to periodically keep you covered. We do have a jump button. An enemy appears. Ah!
And fight.
These are gems. We already figured that one out earlier, but thank you. You'll need to spend them to use certain skills. You gain 1 gem whenever you take an action and can store up to 10 at one time. This icon indicates how many gems a skill costs. You can't use the skill if you don't have enough gems. Simple, straightforward. Can generate a gem for free. Some of your attacks are elemental in nature. There are 6 elements. They are fire, water, bolt, or I guess lightning, wind, light, and dark. I guess bolt to not confuse light and lightning. Cards take more damage from elements they are weak to, and less damage from elements they are resistant against. Knowing your enemy's weakness and strengths will help you choose which skills to wield to your advantage. Ah! Ow. Roll die. 3! Damn! $42 XP and 36 gold. Yippee! Winifred leveled up. Yay! She learned White Light. Fairwind leveled. And Headwind leveled. Got Zephyr. Add value of roll to attack and deal wind damage. Okay, so it's like Bolt. Similar. When you're low on HP, open the menu and select owned cards to use a recovery item or take a rest at an inn in town. Do your cards. Oh. We'll be fine. Ooh, treasure. Treasure chest found! Got an antidote. Hey. I do like the system that you can just like fast travel, sort of. By moving the camera around and selecting what open card you can see.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Oh wait, no one needs healing. Alright. He's just a little guy. Let's see what Zephyr is like. 2, not bad. Oh, you're resistant to wind. Treasure discovered. Ah, chat, do we take left, center, or right? Which one are we taking? Center? Right down the middle? We got an antidote. We could have gotten a quality salve or a regular salve. Straying from the path. I don't think we can... Yeah, we can't go on that.
The Fellowship moves westward, only to be unnerved by the sight of a human figure moving through the trees. The presence of large packs suggests a traveler.
How will you hail the traveler? Hot, is it not? Hot sight of any monster. You seen any monster? We're looking for a particular skeleton. Unnerved by the sight of some guy on the path. It was just some guy. Well, we have to remember, there's some, like, monster issue going around. So they're not expecting to see people just out in the wild.
I beg your pardon, but did you catch sight of a monster fleeing west? Winifred inquires. He gives her a puzzled look. There's nothing out there but the sea, he says. That and a cave full of monsters on the opposite shore.
Ooh.
I suspect you might find your quarry there. The Fellowship exchange glances and nod as if to say, then that is where we shall go. Alas, they will need a boat to cross the sea.
Ooh.
The traveler hoists his packs, suggests the Fellowship speak to the fishermen on the western shore, and takes his leave.
Search the western shore for the fishermen who may grant you safe passage across the sea. Can we jump anywhere immediately? kind of funny if we could. Doesn't seem like it. No. That's just like a separate island over there. Continue to the western shores. Ah! An enemy!
Rout the enemy.
Select items with the X button. Make sure to use items when you need them. If not carrying many items, press the LB button or RB button to scroll. We're good. I guarantee it. We're fine. But thank you. Thanks, game. We're okay. That's a dude.
The Fellowship comes upon an anchored ship. Close by, a fisherman of exquisite physique hauls a net out of the water, his muscles rippling.
I don't like this description. I don't like the description. A very well-built man.
This is no time for lustful
Red,
reverie.
no! Don't
Winifred
be
races
scared!
to his side and asks that he give the Fellowship safe passage aboard the ship. That vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling.
Cursed, you say? What on earth happened?
Night after night, it leaves port without a soul aboard, headed I know not where. Come morning, it is once again anchored here.
Ooh, spooky.
This, to the fisherman's mind, is the result of a curse.
Are you sure it's not ghosts?
His head drops into his hands. With but a single dispeller, I am certain I could lift it and sail away.
Oh hey, we won one of those. Here you go.
Winifred hands the despairing fisherman a dispeller and asks again for safe passage to the cave beyond the sea.
I had zero option to do that, by the way. It was just, if I had one, it was going to be automatically given to him. If I didn't have one, I guess nothing would have happened.
The fisherman snatches up the concoction, so delighted that his pectoral muscles begin twitching. The Fellowship politely ignores this fact.
No. No. Ew. I hate that. I hate that so much, actually. Ew. I'm glad I don't do. I'm glad that no normal person's body does that. I don't think. Sir, I think you need to go to a doctor. I don't think they're supposed to do that. I don't think your pectoral muscles are supposed to twitch when you are so delighted. Sir, could you please not? Can you please don't?
He opens the bottle and proceeds to douse the ship.
The monsters that await you in the cave are most formidable. Speak with the fisherman when you're ready to depart. I'm not ready to depart. I think I need to get away from him. Oh, okay, he's who we were missing in our character collection lore. I think. Yep, there he is. Traumatized by the bullying he received as a child, He vowed he'd never let anyone get the better of him again. His pain was the springboard for the body now before you. I mean, like, I get it, you know, I get it, right? Like, self-body image issues, I understand it, but like, that doesn't answer the question of why your pectoral muscles are twitching with anticipation, sir. You know, I don't think I want to know the rest of that story. I don't think I want the back of that card. I think I'll pass on that, actually. Oh, I can't go on water, that's cool. No, but the treasure's right there. We're gonna explore for a little while.
About the enemy.
If you don't like twitching pecs, wait until you see what his lower body does. In the full game, of course. Oh. No thank you. I'll very politely pass on that. Thanks though. I'm good. I'm okay. Critical. Almost fucking one-shot the damn thing. Okay, you're weak to fire. Good to know. Ow. Four. Super overkill. Oh, there's just them. There's just Winifred and Hedwin. The marketing department is going to mark you down as tentatively interested in twitching muscle man. No. I'm okay. Ooh, we got a revive. Very nice. Can't go there.
Let's not go there just yet. I haven't quite finished the story for that section, you see.
Oh, my apologies, narrator. Start going up this way. Let's not go there yet. I haven't finished the story that way. Can we go backwards? Event.
A bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode.
Well, nice to see what becomes after it explodes. Got a 5. Ah!
The bizarre rock transformed into a fear rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
Alright.
And fight.
A sneaking suspicion that you might be a dark type. 0 and 1. Wow, that did nothing. Another 4. Also nothing. Wow. Lightning? Oh, and a crit.
Excellent.
Ow. Really? Nothing. Fire? No, this thing's just tanky as shit. Yeah, 50 defense? Yeah, I guess. Like, we're chipping away at it. Minimum 1 damage. Wowee. Wait, no, that wasn't like a bad fight, but like, ugh. The fight was for the ages. 125 XP and 200 gold. Wow. Heroin levels. A full swing. Yippee. Now at this point we're just filling in the map just to see if there's anything we maybe have missed. Enemy appears. Because again, we have fast travel. We can just look around on the map and then teleport to where we want to be. Critical hit. Ooh. Awesome. Ow. Ow. Heal attack plus 8 damage. I don't think that's how that mapped out. To be perfectly honest.
You did great.
Ah, thanks. Winifred leveled, Hedwin leveled. You got freeze. Deal attack plus 4 water damage, inflict freeze if roll is 5 or greater. Is there always an enemy right before I find a chest? Every time. Damn. One hit KO. Victory! A party acquired experience and gold. And Berwin leveled. What do we get? 500 gold! Yippee! We're rich! Let's not go there yet. Sorry. Let's not go there yet. Like that pushes you down one, but not like the direction you came in. Just like one space down.
About the enemy.
I'll try. I feel like you might be dark. No? Alright, well. Whatever. Ow. Yeah, I'll go back to town. Once I've exhausted all options of running around. So I remember I thought there was a little cave somewhere where you could go and explore possibly. I said not this way. We couldn't go this way. Not yet. Okay, so I think we've more or less have exhausted where we can go. Okay. Alright, so I think we've exhausted everything. So let's go back to Nexton. And we'll get some equipment, we'll get some stuff and things. Let's go to... Oh, armorer. Bye. Doesn't help anyone. Do better defense. And then we'll get a ring for... So we got one for Winifred already. Okay, we'll get that for Headwind. And we'll get another one for Berwin. Everyone gets a ring. Awesome. Alright, we'll sell our old equipment. Do you like that the narrator doesn't narrate every single time you go to a shop? It'll just be like the first time that you do it?
The Fellowship hears a young man arguing with the apothecary. "Make it cheaper," he bellows. As the Fellowship approaches the door to intervene, the young man bursts out of the shop. He storms past Winifred, nearly crashing into her. "Watch where you're going," she shouts after him.
Yeah, the art is peak, top tier. It's so pretty.
But he makes no move to apologize, instead squaring his shoulders and walking off. "What a hateful little man," grumbles the apothecary.
What a hateful little man. Well, besides that one guy, not that it's bad art, but you know. Our fisherman man.
Winifred vows to teach him proper manners should they ever meet again.
Anytime I come across an insult that is going to be rude to me, I'm just gonna call him a hateful little man. Man does need some pants. That's very true. I mean, like, the important things are covered, right? Like, you know, the important bits. They're covered. I think that's the more important part. So we have a couple antidotes. We have 3 owned. I think we'll be okay, generally. Let's get off Pepper Upper. Just one, just to have it. Wrong on both accounts. That'd be all, yes. I'll take a little quick nap at the inn.
"Here to stay the night?" the innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn.
Yes. Yeah, like all the art is so pretty. You know, expected of a Square Enix game, truly. And like the characters do feel genuine, I guess you could call it. Like they don't look super generic. They look like townsfolk, but they have enough detail and personality that like you can tell that like the shopkeepers aren't the same person. They are individuals. They are different people. They look different. But unfortunately we have to go talk to this dude again. We can't go anywhere else. Everything is blocked off for us. A perilous dungeon lies ahead. Adventurers are advised on being at least level 7 before entering. I don't know what level we are.
Set sail for the cave? The fisherman asks. How will you respond?
Guess I'm not yet.
All right then. Just let me know when you're ready, he says cheerily.
Okay, we're level 8, so we're fine. We're okay. Hi. Yes.
Let's shove off then. He beckons you aboard?
Still trying to figure out, like, that, like, top piece that he's wearing that's covering, like, the upper torso. Like, what is that? Because that's not a typical piece of armor. And, like, it might maybe be a shirt? Like a really, really cropped shirt? But, like, I can't tell. There's so much happening, but yet so little. We can call it an odd choice. I agree. It is an odd choice. Oh yeah,
the
the
Fellowship
lighting.
arrives at the mouth of a dank cave, its damp, rocky expanse threatening to swallow them. Monsters could come pouring out at any moment. The fisherman has anchored the ship in the cove. Come back here when you're ready to return to the mainland, he says.
Move further into the cave. I love the lighting that, like, oh, now we're in a dark cave. So we now have, like, a lantern. Ah, an enemy. Oh no.
Let's do this.
Mushroom. Imagine a mushroom would be weak to fire. It is. Yeah, easy peasy. Nothing to worry about in here. Skeleton. Ooh, and a crit. Yippee! Ow. We know the mushroom's weak to fire. I'll get that out. Not sure what the skeleton would be weak to. Try lightning. Fuck. Good enough. Sorry, not sure what that was. Something fell. Veteran leveled. Treasure! Ooh. Magic staff. +3 attack, +1 defense. Ooh, who can we give that to? Can give you the magic staff. I think both Edwin and, yeah. Winifred and Hedwin share a staff type. I'll give it to her. Don't mind me, just exploring around for nothing in particular.
About the enemy.
Let's try white light. See if you're weak to light damage. You are! With a crit! Wowee!
was lucky.
I was lucky. What are you weak to, little dude? Wind? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, you are! Weak to wind. That's okay. Some of them it's like kind of easy to tell what they might be weak to. Some of them it's like... It's been so long since I've actually played this game that I don't remember all the stats. A door? Right over there is the fisherman, so I don't want to go to the door yet. But we are also limited to what we can see. You know what? No. Did this come out recently?
And
no.
Fight.
This game is from 2021? When are you from? September 24, 2021. Yeah, so it's a couple years old, not super recent. I feel like not a lot of people have heard about this game either, which is really interesting. Ooh, a 6! Yay! But yeah, there's it's a trilogy, actually. So it's the Voice of Cards, we have, I believe, it's the Owl Dragon Roar. It's the first one. And then... I wanna say... Siren Song? And then... The Beast? Hold on. I have them all. 1 second. Voice. Yeah, sorry. So it's, the Isle of Dragon Roars, the Forsaken Maiden, and then the Beasts of Burden is the last one. Aha. Treasure found! A simple key! Oh, well. We couldn't have gotten through the door even if we wanted to. That's unfortunate. But yeah, this demo's free. If you guys want to test it for yourself, play it for yourself. It is, honestly, really nice. Like the game feels quite nice. The like mechanics make sense. The art is beautiful. Poison spore. Uh-oh. Cards afflicted with poison take 1 to 6 points of damage at fixed intervals. Ailments last either a set number of turns or until the end of battle. Cards cannot be afflicted with more than 1 ailment at a time. Instead, the new ailment will replace the old one. Check card ailments with Y. A 6. Yeah, I was thinking that perhaps once we're done with one shot, I might play this. You've fulfilled the requirements. Necessary requirements and unlocked Red Fungo's enemy story? Oh no. Oh, there is a monster tab, huh? I got slime? You know what they say, your hero's journey hasn't begun until you've squashed a couple slimes underfoot. Red Fungo are fiercely territorial, killing all who set foot on their land and turning the corpses into Red Fungo colonies. Forest creatures fear their swelling ranks. Understandable. Furball! Self-explanatory. As these little fluffs mature, their fur grows until it covers their faces. As this is quite the existential threat, they entice other monsters to trim their fur so that they can see. Oh, that's kind of cute. Goblins love pranks by nature and frequently leap out in front of adventurers they suspect will make good playmates. Sadly, this tends to leave them battered and bruised. Oh. Orc child, you're an orc? I thought you're like a goat. Listen carefully in any woodland and you're bound to hear the methodical tapping of these little fellows' wooden mallets. Monsters consider them master craft orcs. Skull Soldier. A powerful curse clings to the bones of these former humans, which pry themselves from the grave in search of release. Dispel the curse to render them a pile of ordinary bones. We have this, the Fear Rock. The miner's eternal foe. Easily mistaken for any old rock, one tap of these with a pickaxe can unleash a torrent of pent-up laments into the tunnel. That's scary. Seems we have a couple more monsters we're missing. Let's get that corner filled in. Leave no card unflipped. Oh, I'm not in range to get it from there? Okay, there we go. I don't think we've seen any new enemies. No, it's been the same ones. Five, not bad, not bad. But if memory serves, as we were to progress and level and get higher costing cards, higher damage cards, the dice doesn't stay at D6. Fulfilled Orc Child's enemy story. We eventually, I think, get up to like a D8.
Was shut quite tightly. It appears to have a keyhole. The simple key may be of use here.
Probably. It's either that you get multiple dice or you get different dice types. Like you get D8, D10, D12, D20. I think at some point there's also like a D4 that's involved, like some like minor, littler moves. Try inserting the simple key. Try the key.
The fellowship slides the simple key into the keyhole and turns it. The lock opens with a thunk.
Very nice, very nice. Continue our journey. Alright, that's it. Descend! Yes. Yeah, the different dice is a nice touch. I believe at some point you also get like multiple dice. Or the extra strong moves. Another door.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles.
What do you do? Choose a card and hold the B button to raise it up ever so slightly. If you hold it just long enough, you might be able to peek at what it contains. Berwin pushes the massive handles against the door with all his might. Pull. Berwin pulls on the massive handles with all his might. It moves not an inch.
Berwin pushes the massive handles against the door with all his might. It moves not an inch.
Neither one moves an inch.
Berwin gives the door a roundhouse kick out of pure frustration. As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions.
Ah, okay. The game has its charm. The game is quite comedic and silly.
Something leaps out at the Fellowship from the darkness.
Ah!
Winifred deftly parries the attack with her staff. Edwin looks fondly at Winifred, only to have his reverie interrupted by Berwin's cry of, "It's coming back."
It's a little weird, but okay. White light. How dare you attack me? Ah. Owie. Skull Soldier's enemy story.
The Fellowship approaches the chest, only for a voice deep as an earthquake to echo through the cavern. "You shall not have it," a voice growls. The Fellowship warily eyes their surroundings as several somethings leap out of the shadows.
Ah! Ooh. Ooh. Elite. Ooh, and a crit.
Oh?
Ooh. Almost killed it in one shot. Get you out of here. Owie. Owie. Not bad, not bad. Miss! That's it. Works for me. How do we figure out the weakness for this? Also weak to light damage? And a crit? No? Okay. Alright. Next level 0. Oh, did we hit cap? Uh-oh.
Winifred neatly steps through the fiend's remains and opens the chest. Inside is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle.
Medicine? Question mark?
At last, the royal treasure is in safe hands once more, Hedwin sighs. Winifred and Berwin nod in agreement.
You tame the royal treasure.
Treasure in hand, the Fellowship exit the cave, exulted.
No, I want to see what's in the rest of the cave.
In time,
No!
the Fellowship find themselves before the Queen once more. They offer her the retrieved treasure. As reward for the arduous task of returning our prized possession, I bid you name anything you desire, she proclaims. She is positively beaming and seems prepared to shower the Fellowship with riches, whether they demand them or not. But at that moment, a massive roar, the likes of which had never been heard before, shakes the entire castle. As the roar recedes, one of the royal guard, pale as a sheet, bursts into the royal hall.
Uh-oh.
He struggles to gather his breath. Just now, over the castle, a dragon, he pants to Queen Nilla. A dragon. So the great evil has returned. Queen Nilla turns her gaze to the sky, dumbfounded. So the monster troubles are connected, Hedwin says so under his breath, so the Queen does not hear.
The monster troubles are connected.
A profound silence settles over the royal hall. The Fellowship stand tall, unflinching, as though they know what must be done in the face of such a crisis. What will become of the land now that the dragon has returned? I'm afraid that will have to wait. We're all out of time for this portion of the adventure. Don't you worry. We'll continue the tale another time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, I bid you good day. Farewell, friend.
Farewell, narrator. That was our demo. Thank you for playing. This concludes the Voice of Cards demo. An even bigger world and grander adventure awaits you in the retail version. Visit product page? No. Because I already have the game. Now play multiplayer game parlor from the title screen. I'm not sure how that works exactly. Multi-game player game parlor. Play cards to your heart's content. Here you can play around with up to 4 nearby players. Of course, I can supply opponents for you if you're on your own. First things first, let's get this game set up. Once more from the top. On the game parlor. Let's try multiplayer. How many of you are there? Let's do full. We'll do 4 players. Choose whether to pass one controller around for each player to use their own. In the latter, you'll need enough controllers for each. Pass and play. Player card selection. Oh! So, who do we want to be? We can do Winifred, Berwin, Hedwin, or Queen Nilla. One. We want to be Winifred. Taking the pink purple. I see it as like a, yeah, kind of like a dusty lavender color. But everyone's screen's a little different. So it could be more pinkish, could be a little more purplish. Not sure exactly. Yeah, kind of in there. Player B, we'll just go down in order. Berwin. To Hedwin. And Queen Nilla. Lastly, choose the game rules. Cards 1 through 8. Cards 1 through 8, skill effects, yes. I don't know what that means. Interesting to see it. Play around on add skills or see the rules. Confirm rules, what is that? Balancing rules is simple, but with the addition of skill effects. Skill effects are triggered when sets with matching numerals are formed. Effects include those that benefit you and those that hinder your opponents. Sure! Everything's all set, start game. What do you guys think? What do you think of the demo, the game? That's about to go way faster. Let's see who goes first. Rowan goes first. Alright, roll upon your next action and gain 1 card on a 2 or higher. All opponents roll upon their next action and must rest on a 4 or lower. Interesting. Interesting, okay. I see turn. Rest on if you roll 4 or lower. Damn. So you just skip your turn. If you roll a 4 or lower, you just skip your turn. That's crazy. Don't have any. Make the selected player rest, so force someone to skip a turn. I'm digging it. Did you say you have the full game? I do! I have all 3 games. I have the whole trilogy, but only the first game has a demo. Choose 2 cards in the pot to destroy. Roll a die and destroy all player sets, which include that number, including your own. What made you want to play the demo instead of the full game today? Because I wanted to see what you guys thought of it. And I want to delay playing VLR just a bit longer before jumping into it. Because I tend to like the longer games, the games that have like a story involved with them or lots of exploration. And this has both. You explore quite a bit. There is a very driving story. I've heard just like from like reviews of all 3 games, right? That the first one is like the best one. Like that is like they should have stopped there. The first one is peak. Second one was like not great. They tried some stuff, didn't really land. But the third one is like the second best one. So it goes the first game, third game, second game. Third game seems to hold up much better, but it's still not as good as the first one. So I played the first one. The first one is quite nice. I haven't played the other 2, but in doing so, I would want to play the other 2 on stream. And to do that, I'd want to play the first one so that we have them all in order. Though they are all standalone, they're not interconnected, I don't think, so it wouldn't matter per se. That's just how my brain wants to work it. technically we're all players, so I'm playing against myself fully. Player A's turn. We skip our turn. Let's oh, the thing only works if we have yeah, so we only take the points, but we don't get the skill if we do consecutive numbers. Okay. Good to know, good to know. We couldn't do a set as well. 4, 5, 6. There's nothing for like matching suits, is there? No. Just numbers. Matching cards. Card drawn. Ooh, cards drawn by all opponents on their next action reduced to by 2-1. Oh, interesting. Roll upon your next action and gain 1 card on a 4 or higher. I do, huh? 6, 7, 8. Gross. So we can only draw 1 card. Yeah, right? The effect was gross. We have 2 8s. We'll die and destroy all players' sets, which include that number, including your own. Still a d6. Anything with a 3 in it. Or no target cards. No target cards. That one. Oh damn, that whole set's gone. He slimed all over the place. Ew. A pair of cards. This is interesting. Make a selected player rest. Here's the next highest. Why not? This is such a weird thing to be just like, I am my own other 3 opponents. So how many cards? Roll upon your next action and gain 1 card on a 4 or higher. If a set would be destroyed or stolen, this card is destroyed or stolen instead. Oh. Interesting. Player C's turn. Pass your turn. B turn. Any matching nuns. I feel like this would be much more interesting with 4 other, like 4 actual players besides myself. Sure, just to choose 2 cards in the pot to destroy, but there's only the one. Don't have any. Oh. 21. Oh, I could have a set of 3 8s, huh? And the queen wins by 2 points. Yippee! Interesting. Very interesting. Play again. No. It's quite sad to play on your own. But alright, that was cute. Very nice, very nice. I believe, you might recognize some of the art style. No. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Other? Subtitles license, no. Here's a thing. I played with my controls reversed, by the way, so B was to select and A was to cancel. It would make sense if I had like a PlayStation controller, but I don't. Anyway, there was maybe some of the full retail game, but yeah, it keeps you guessing. Kind of. There was a thing I thought I could, I thought there was a way that I could edit the like card backings or like general overlay, the like game board background, like when we're in battle, something like that. I don't remember what it was exactly. Yeah, I'll visit the product page. Goodbye. Forgot it does that when it opens up the Steam overlay layout. Oops. Hi, I'm back. My bad.
Battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions.
Oh, my bad. Hi.
Discreet things
And we're back, sorry. Hitting buttons. Alright, well. Time for me to hit some? Yeah. The redeems aren't perfect. I have to, make sure that they still work. I guess now that we are finished with the demo, we'll get out of here. Quit the game, quit the game. There's nothing else for me to be in the game for. Like, we've done the story, we've done everything we could. But hi. Let's go here, shall we? Let's get some music on. So it's not awkwardly quiet. Hi. So, we have me. We have some new redeems, as you can tell. We got hair, we got glasses, we got a whole comfy fit. I guess let us zoom out here. Hi. Full body time again. Hi, hello, hi. The glasses, you're not gonna notice a whole lot. Hair, nothing huge. Outfit. Entire Lucy, hi. This is the comfy fit. And yes, the dogs are out. Don't look at them. That's weird. Don't do it. We're here. We got a comfy little cardigan on. The cat's dogs. My paws, so to speak. Should put a sensor bar over the feet. I could just, there we go. Just hide them away. Should make sure that Cosmic doesn't come in here. We got a little cardigan, comfy cardigan, some shorts. My same little like tank top looking thing. The foot fetishist will never recover. Ew. Gross. If you like feet, get out of here. This is not the place to be. I will bash on you. Anyway. Hi, Coping Cat! You came in at a slightly strange time, but welcome. Shamed eternally, yes. But yes, we have regular fit. This one we can show because we got shoes on. Zoom in a little more. Shoes. Very cute. Very nice. Very cute. Glasses. Hair. Comfy fit. New outfits, kind of. I figured out how to do some toggles. Hi, Kiro. I figured out some toggles for this model. It's a little strange. Nothing crazy, to say the least. Nothing crazy. But they're cute, and it's something that I'm able to do. Because with the model that I made, I have 4 total outfits, 2 different glasses, 2 hairstyles, a couple of other things that like I just am not able to do with this one because yes, I can customize it, but it only has so many things attributed to it itself. The most I can do is really change all the colors to what is available to me, but even then, that's only so much. So I did what I could, and now we're here. So I have a bunch of redeems. So you can change my hair, you can give me glasses, take away the glasses, you can change my outfit. I do have some bit redeems and another redeem that no one else has done yet, but I do have the Twitch integrated throwing system, otherwise known as TITS or TITS. There is a redeem for that. I don't think I have it set up for this screen. I think it's only set up for the gaming screen at the moment. But if you donate, yeah, so it's only in that corner. But if you were to donate a bit gets thrown at me. Here, let me switch to over here, I suppose. Get me properly sized. I'll redeem it again. You don't have to waste your points. It's on a cooldown. It has a cooldown of 1 minute for the heart throws. But if you donate a bit, singular, 1 bit, you throw a bit at me. We also have the head pat chat. If you donate 200 bits, You can head pet chat. You get a little head pet gif to pet you. You chat. The royal you. Let's see. Alright, this is up. Ow. So there's that. The royal y'all. Yes. I cannot cheer in my own channel. Very cool. If someone wants to throw me literally 1 bit, 1 cent, you can see that go off. I am debating. I've thrown this in my Discord as well. I'm debating there's a 5 USD dollar asset of a goth healed foot. That is a stepping animation that I can get so that you can be stepped on. It would probably be 1,000 bits or potentially slightly less than that. Only if you ever so desire, but if you paid that many bits, there would be a foot stepping on the chat box for your viewing pleasure and or to make others suffer. That is up to your interpretation. I don't have it yet. That's not a thing that exists quite yet. But it could if I got enough encouragement to do that. Otherwise, you might have noticed in the chat the occasional messages that are from me, quote unquote from me. It is not from me, it's from Mix It Up, similar to like Nightbot or Stream Elements, the same sort of like timers and general chat commands. Speaking of, we have more chat commands. If you do exclamation commands, you will get a whole list of things that you can do now. You can do an 8-ball. There's a few other ones that are in there. I don't remember what they all are offhand. Chat. No, commands. Remade. You can see your follow age, your subscriber age. You can look at a magic 8-ball. If you're a moderator and I am dumb and stinky, you can fix my stream and change the game and my title of my game, of my stream. We also have uptime. I'm not exactly sure what that equates to. I think just how long the actual stream is. Game, I think to tell you what game we're playing. And then we have the regular ones that I've always had. So I still have Chocobo. You can still make Lucifer say que. The lurk redeem, the different raid messages, shout out messages, etc, etc. We have a bunch of new things. If I do commands, yeah, I'll give you like all of them, which is quite a few. Oh yeah, you can add and disable commands if so choose. Mix it up commands. Yeah, there's differentiation ones, so like for the bit ones, it'll tell you which ones you can do for bits. Mix it up commands will be the ones that are default by Mix It Up. Set game, shout out, socials. My throne. Oh yeah, the waifu command. All those are still in there. All my old ones are still there, along with some now new ones. Wait, what does this one do? He says that I'm the bestest goth kitty waifu. Ooh. Thank you. Does not give you a random waifu, unfortunately. I am the only waifu that is in this stream. And you are welcome to argue that. But if you do, you're wrong. Anyway, so we have some of those. We have the model, the redeems, the love bomb redeem where you throw a bunch of hearts at me. We do have the bit redeem. Throw a bit at me, or you can head pat chat. I think there's another one in there. No, just throw a bit, which is 1 bit, or pet chat 200. More to come? Question mark is all that it says in there. Let's see, bit commands. Yeah, pay bits 2, throw a bit for 1, and pet chat 200. Perhaps, if you guys so want, or you think it would be funny, or it would be torturous to other people, just for your own benefit, I can get a step on chat redeem, and you can pay for it. Thank you, Red. I'm not sure if anyone's clipped that before, like just the waifu redeem. But it'll go up on YouTube later. Shameless plug. I have a clips channel as well as a VOD channel. If you are so willing to subscribe to those, if you were to miss a stream, you can watch the VODs forever and ever. They will never expire. And if you want a silly hee hee haha 6-second attention span clip, I have a clips channel just for that too. I don't think there's anything else. I spent a lot of time last night going through Mix It Up, which is a god tier streamer program for any soon-to-be streamers or current streamers out there. Get Mix It Up. It's surprisingly easy. They do have a very helpful guide on their developer website, and it's so nice. It makes everything so easy, and it works with multiple programs. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm only advocating for them, because that's how my streams end up working, is all the redeems you guys do is through Mix It Up. So changing my hair, changing my glasses, changing my outfits, all the exclamation commands, the timer messages of like, oh, drink water, make sure to follow, here's my socials, blah blah blah, all that's through Mix It Up now. It used to be for multiple programs. Said fuck that's too many programs, we're gonna make it one. So now we're here. The only other program that would be open is TITS, which is the throwing system. But that is something that has to be separate. But you can also program Mix It Up to open other programs. We do love tits here. Very true. That is undebatable. I sure hope so. I sure hope that's like a unanimous call that everyone enjoys tits here. Be a little weird if that wasn't quite true. But anyway, that's all I got for now. The demo itself is not too long. I do love throwing things at streamers, yes. You'll start swinging on haters in here, as you should. But yeah, the demo isn't super long. The game itself, I can definitely get several streams out of, just with how much you explore. The story itself, it does get a little bit grindy. Just a bit though. But like, I feel like that's like every JRPG. It's just always a little bit grindy. Like, that's just kind of part of the genre. But when we finish one shot, I think we'll start Voice of Cards. And then I think we'll also finally start VLR, Virtue's Last Reward. I'm wondering how it's going to play out. I know the graphics are a little different. We do have like 3D character models. It's not like a traditional visual novel where it's like a 2D character. We do have 3D models that are involved with some 2D art as well. Because it was for the 3DS. Question mark. Yeah, still, I've heard that all of them are really good, so I don't have any questions about that. 3DS and Vita. Okay, interesting. But same program, same Steam variant that 999 was in. You also play VLR in, and then I know that Zero Time Dilemma is separate. We'll eventually get there too. And in the same realm, I've played Danganronpa 1, the first one, 2 separate times already in my near 4 years of streaming. And I'm debating doing it a 3rd time. Oh, hell yeah? Alright. We'll find a time to do that because I don't want to play 2 visual novel murder mystery games at the same time. Be cool. I've never played those. I feel like you'd like them. If you like the Nonary games, you'll most likely like the Danganronpa series as well. They're very hand in hand, I feel. The vague general premise is very similar. The actual details themselves are different. Different scenarios, how everything works out game mechanics wise, generally different. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see it, Danganronpa doesn't really have time hopping things going on like the Nonary games do, where you have the multiple timelines. It is a very linear story. But that story is still quite interesting. Has a lot of development, grow to love and hate certain characters. It still has like the murder mystery aspect, but in a very different way. Yeah, you guys would like it. And on top of that, it'll give me another reason to do so because I don't have any VODs. I only started doing a VOD channel this past year. And it would give me a set of VODs for it, along with the other games of Danganronpa 2 and V3, which is its 3rd game. It's just called something different. I don't think I'll do the side story for them though. Danganronpa has a couple offshoot side story games. Probably won't touch them. Cause they're more like dating sim-ish. More that you're getting to know the characters on like a outshoot side story that doesn't necessarily take place in the same time that the main games do, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, that would be like your time essence of that, of like, there's a separate timeline where like, nobody was murdered, nobody's the bad guy, and you learn about them. Hi! Hi, Ari! Hi, Raiders! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hi! Welcome in. Ari, it's been so long! How are you? Welcome, 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 Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Ashwi. Hi, Ari. Hi again, Red, even though you're already in here. Hi. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Lucian, or Lucy. You can call me either or. I'm your friendly Big Titty Goth Kitty, here to make your week a little bit better. I'm just chatting. We're talking about future stream plans. We just finished a demo for the Voice of Cards, which is a TTRPG JRPG game made by Square Enix. It has wonderful graphics, very TTRPG-esque style graphics. You know what? Let's just open that back up, shall we? Let's just throw that back in there, shall we? I've been good. Have you been? I've been lovely. It's nice to see you again. You were gone for quite a bit, I think. But here you go. Here it is. Let's see. Can I continue? What happens if I continue? Okay, sure. Playing Baldur's Gate 3? Hell yeah! I haven't. I haven't made it past Act 1. It's finally started at my computer last week. Damn. Yes, hi. This is. We're currently in a cave, or rather, we finished the demo. Okay, hear me out. I've seen the whole game. I've seen Acts 1, 2, and 3. I've seen the whole story, like the good and the bad. If you're the Dirge or Dark Urge, if you're the hero, if you get X, Y, and Z people in your party, if you romanticize X, Y, Z people in your party. I've seen the whole fucking thing. The only reason I haven't gotten past Act 1 is because I was playing with a couple other friends, and we played it twice. And I didn't pick it back up because I wanted to continue playing with them, and we never did. So I'm in Act 1. But yes. We have a TTRPG aspect here.
Are you
Don't
finished here?
don't mind this guy. Don't mind him.
Says, readying to set sail.
Don't mind how he looks. So we have this whole land. Any of these cards that are flipped over is because it's part of the demo. We can't get there yet. But it's so visually interesting. This is your party. It is super cool. It's really, really interesting. And then we have our main party here. From left to right, we have Winifred, Berwyn, and Hedwyn as our party. They are part of the Ivory Order. We're on a short quest to get the Queen's missing treasure. We actually already got it and returned it to her. And then the story ended there to be picked up in the actual game. But it's super pretty. The actual combat works like a card game. Sort of like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, etc. Let's see if I can't like run around and get into a battle here. Can't go in water, forgot. Enemy appears! Yippee!
And fight.
The narrator's super cool, he's quite silly. But yeah, I've been good. The game's interesting. But thank you for the raid. Go ahead and get some food, get some water, relax. You know, we never froze anything. Yeah! It's like you... Oh, there we go, guys! We got a D10! That's the plan, I'm starving? Fuck yeah, dude. Go get some food. I'll also probably be ending quite soon here. I was just kind of yapping a little bit. But, game is super cool. We're gonna eventually play the full game at some point. And the other two games that follow that. We have a trilogy. Hell yeah. Otherwise, I was just kind of yapping. We're gonna play the Notary Games VLR. Virtue's Last Reward. Probably next week. We're talking about Danganronpa. me replaying that for the third time on stream so that I have a VOD record of it, and then the subsequent games of Danganronpa, like 2 and V3. I got more commands, more redeems, bit redeems, asking chat if they want a redeem that they pay bits for that I can step on the chat box, because why not? I don't know. But that's in here. Yeah, strange times, weird times. But thank you for the rain. Hope you have a... Hello! How's the game? We finished it. We finished the demo already. We actually came back in here because we got raided. But the game is super interesting. I am looking forward to playing it again after we finish one shot. That's gonna be our Monday game, I think. Damn, yeah, the demo itself was maybe only like hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Like, it really wasn't much. Enough for you to get a taste of the story and the mechanics, but not long enough to be like really, really extensive. A really nice, sweet middle bound. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm looking forward to playing VLR. We're gonna do that next week. I've decided in my brain that that's happening. And now we're here. Unfortunately, because this is so short, I can yap for a little longer, or I can send off the raid to someone. I feel a little bad because Ari just raided me, and I don't want to leave that crowd hanging. You know? But let us... I guess we'll save. Sure. It's not much to save. It's a very short demo. But we'll... Isn't there a way that I could, like... Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. Other... Title screen. We'll just go back to the title, because why not? I do like that the game for some reason goes transparent in transitions, because you'll see my little game loading graphic in the back there. Or at least I see it if I look over at OBS. But it's really cool. It's really interesting. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm also open to other game suggestions. If you're in my Discord, I actually do have a game suggestions chat. If there are games that you would be interested in seeing me play. I've done it before a few times, but I am usually... Xenoblade Chronicles? I could probably find that legally somewhere. / on Steam. I could definitely probably do that. I have debated a handful of games. I do have quite the backlog because I have a lot of the Final Fantasy games. The entire series is on Switch. I would want a better capture card in order for me to do such a thing. I'm not against it, but the running issue I have with my capture card is that eventually, some way, somehow, I don't understand how it happens, but the audio slowly desyncs over time, and the graphics will be fine, the graphics won't stutter, but the audio just will slowly not be in line with what's happening visually, and it's really strange, and I'm not sure how to fix it. I've tried everything that I can think of, at least, like even during streams, like I'll unplug the capture card, replug it in, I'll go into OBS and like refresh the actual capture in OBS. I've tried swapping the HDMI cords around, seeing if maybe one's a little finickier than the other. I've tried moving the position of where the capture card sits. I don't know. It is a really cheapy capture card off of Amazon. It's like 20 bucks or 25 bucks, something like that. And it does the job. Mostly. So I'm a little apprehensive to do Switch games until I can get a better capture card. Otherwise, for now, it'll be mostly Steam or PC games. So unless I can get a copy of it on my PC or get a better capture card, which if you look over at my chat box, you'll see a little graphic hovering over there. You can fund me a capture card. You don't have to buy it outright. You can just throw a couple bucks. Thank you, Red. Yeah, you can throw a couple bucks my way. Just like slowly fund that in there for me. That'd be really nice. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated. But that also does bring me... I'm just like kind of going in circles here. Different games that I want to play, because I have quite a few Switch games that I would like to play on stream. Like, I have thought about redoing my Animal Crossing island for New Horizons. I have like a really chill stream. You guys can help me build an island, get our favorite residents, favorite animal creatures on there. Just have a lovely time. I can always time skip. I don't give a shit about that. I can set the time so it can be daytime even when I'm in the evening. We can time skip to other days, etc, etc. I don't give a fuck. The time on my Switch is already fucked as it is because I just keep changing it and I don't bother to change it back. So it's whatever in my eyes. But that's something I can do. There's a few Kirby games that are on there that I'd like to play. I have a 3DS. I've cleaned it on stream. If you've seen some of my hand cam streams, I have taken it apart partially and cleaned it. I'd be interested in learning how to do a capture card 3DS stream, because I'd love to play actual 3DS games in the same manner. I just don't know how that would work, or if I need like a specific capture card set up for that. But I would love, absolutely love to play DS and 3DS games on stream like that, because I have some of the Mario and Luigi games, I have Kirby games, Pokemon games that I would enjoy playing. That'd be, yeah, right, like I would like to do them, I just don't know exactly how. Yeah, DS and 3DS were great. And I would love, absolutely love to share my favorite DS and 3DS games. If you mod the 3DS, there's software that lets you cast your 3DS screens to an emulator, but it doesn't work with OG DS games. Huh. I have a lot of OG DS games. I do have a handful of 3DS games. But really and truly, and I'm probably gonna ask Kai about this in the near future, of doing another Mario and Luigi collab, so that we can continue the series in chronological order. Because we did Superstar Saga, which was on the Game Boy. It is free though, while DS capture cards are kind of pricey from what I've seen. Oof. But yeah, we would, if possible, if I could do that collab with Kai again, we could do Partners in Time. That was on the DS. Same with Bowser's Inside Story, which is my personal favorite, also on the DS. Dream Team, which is his favorite, if I'm remembering correctly, which was on the 3DS. Working our way up, I don't remember. I think it was Paper Jam after that. There's another one after that, I think, and then there's the most recent one on the Switch, which is Brotherhood. Or Brothership, whatever the fuck. I think it's Brotherhood. I could be wrong, because I've seen a lot of like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood memes in regards to it. I don't remember. But that would be something I'd be interested in as well. Blah blah blah. I don't have anything else to talk about. Paper Jam, then the 2 remakes. That was what I was remembering. Yeah, they remade Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story with like the extra little bits. And then Brothership. Or bunch of Kirby games. I'm despite my goth-ish exterior, my dark exterior, I am quite the fan of the little pink guy. Bowser's Inside Remake bankrupted the dev team? That's crazy. Why? Why did that bankrupt the team? I feel like that's like the most popular one. Like everyone's so like unanimously or like majorly says that that one's their favorite. Why would the remake bankrupt them so bad? Came out on the 3DS like 2 years after the Switch came out. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because that kind of asks the question of like, why didn't they make it as a Switch remake? And I think I would know the answer to that, genuinely. And yeah, if it was a Switch remake, it would have sold like hotcakes. But I think visually, and for one specific mechanic, and that is when you are Bowser, sorry, spoilers, you get to play as both Mario and Luigi and Bowser in Bowser's Inside Story. The short version of that synopsis is Bowser gets kind of screwed over. He eats a vacuum shroom, inhales a good portion of the Mushroom Kingdom, including Mario and Luigi and Peach. So Mario and Luigi are inside Bowser's body, thus the name Bowser's Inside Story. But you play as Mario and Luigi in Bowser's body, and you can play Bowser as Bowser in the overworld. And when you are Bowser, you have a special game mechanic, specifically a special boss mechanic, which involves the microphone on your DS. The Switch does not have a microphone on it, as far as I'm aware. And that's sort of an integral part of the battle system, because you actually need to use it. And I'm not sure how they would have mitigated that in the Switch version, besides like spamming buttons? But also a lot of the game mechanics, you do actually need to use the stylus on the DS to do certain mini games or certain things. So they would have to reprogram that to be like you aim and press on XYZ thing that you would either, you know, normally touch on or aim for. There's a lot of like minute technical details that they would have to change that would mess with a lot of the other mechanics. You should play Metroid Zero Mission. If you like Metroidvanias, you'll probably enjoy it. Well, I do like Metroidvanias, and Metroid is part of that genre, generally. The other half of that being Castlevania. I have thought about that. I have thought about playing Metroid, because I'd never really played it before, except for maybe, I don't know, a handful of minutes at a friend in high school. He was a huge, gigantic Nintendo nerd, more so than I would say that I am, and he had like practically every game for the GameCube. Zero Mission is a good starting point. It's like a remake of the OG. Oh, okay. I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, he had practically like every single GameCube game in existence, including Thousand Year Door. So I got to play it in person on a GameCube in high school, which was fantastic for me. And I got to replay the remake on the Switch, which was just as great. So I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, there's many games I would like to play, either with an emulator or... Sorry, not an emulator, a capture card, my bad. We don't emulate here, that's illegal. And we don't want Nintendo on our ass. No, sir. With a capture card, if possible, or other PC and Steam licensed remakes of games that I can play on my PC. Cough, cough. Anyway, I have a game suggestion chat in my Discord. If you're a part of my Discord, you're more than welcome to throw links or throw just name suggestions. I will look them up on my own free time, see if I can get them some way, because I know there are not all games are on Steam. Some are on like the Epic Game Store, itch.io, other like PlayStation Network, etc. games that I would look into of how to get to such games. But I'm open to suggestions. We will eventually play the Voice of Cards when we finish One Shot. We'll start VLR next week. We're still doing Underlilies. We'll eventually restart Danganronpa at some point, probably after I finish all the Nonary game ones, because I feel conflicted playing them at the same time because they are so similar to each other. To, you know, varying degrees. I feel like I would misremember certain parts and get them confused. So I'd wait for like Nonary games to be done and then pick up Danganronpa again. I will message Kai about doing another collab for Partners in Time. See if that can happen. Because that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. But we definitely need multiple people and a more consistent scheduling for that to really work well. But yeah. Sorry, I'm sort of talking in circles. I don't think I have really much else to say unless you guys have more kitty biology questions, anatomy questions that I could potentially answer, but Cryptic isn't here, and he's usually the one that asks such virtuous questions. I got nothing, that's okay. I guess let us close out of this part 2. We'll swap over to chatting part 2. See if I can't. Oh no, I definitely can't do that. No. Hi, that's what that looks like. That little flash, that little bit of pink. Yeah, hi. That's the Twitch integrated throwing system to aim somewhere. I guess you're just gonna throw it at Bartholomew. I'm sure he doesn't mind. But let us see here. Bus is still streaming. We rated Bus last time. We love him. We love Bartholomew. Thank you. Easton's playing Terraria. Well, thank you for the head pat. Oh, is that one not going? Mix It Up is still kind of finicky. But Easton plays Terraria. I think it's his first time playing it, and he wants absolutely no backseating with that. Gentle Jester playing Vintage Story. Shorshu. Oh, it's their birthday! Oh, nice. Let's go say hi. Let's go celebrate their birthday. Let's go raid Shorshu. They're an eldritch being, but it is their eldritch birthday. So go say hi, go wish them a happy birthday, and I will see you. I spelled raid wrong, my bad. I'll see you on Sunday for more Ender Lilies. Go ahead and copy one of those. Good night, good night, good night. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, get some food. And I'll see you on Sunday. Bye bye.